Hello everybody, this is going to be a quick live because it's brutal out here right now. It's nice and cold. So, you know the boys like being on. It's brutal. I can't believe how brutal it is right now. Nice and frozen. Frozen tundra. We're on the frozen tundra right now. See how long I could bear the cold. Them, look at them. They don't feel anything. Look at them. It's like a walk in the park for the boys. Howdy, Joel. The boys are out here like it isn't even cold. It is. I just stepped out and it's going through my clothes already. That is some funny stuff. Look at them. They're like, what? What the hell are you talking about? Cold. Look at them. They're more excited today because it's colder out than on a normal day. Look at them. Yeah, I know. Doesn't it, right? Look at them. They're sniffing the air. They're like, oh, this is what we've been waiting for. This is the real deal. It is amazing. It went through me as soon as I stepped out of the door. I could hear the cold in my house. I was telling the dog, you might be on your own today, but it is brutal. The wind is just howling. Fresh cold, yeah. Crazy cold today. Definitely the coldest day of the year. I'll say that much. We had pretty cold days this year, but this is something else right here. And it's gonna be colder tonight. This is the warm part of the day. We're gonna have 2 days like this, brutal. But then it's amazing. In about a week, 40 degrees. Go figure. That means we're ending the winter soon, people. The winter is over. The sun shall shine again. I'll be frozen, but it shall shine again. Look at him. This guy's crazy. It doesn't even faze him. Not even a second. Oh, I can't believe it. What are you doing, boys? You enjoying yourself? Get that body blow, body blow. They're so excited when it's cold out. 78 in Dallas. Wow. Yeah, this is how dogs play. It's how huskies play for sure. They're working dogs, so they always play like that, you know? You're not going to see a Chihuahua play like that, but you're definitely going to see a husky play like that. 78 degrees. I can't even remember when it was 78 degrees. We had an early winter, and it's still going. Look at the wind is crazy right now. And it's burning through my clothes. I got like 7 layers and it's burning through my clothes. It's definitely an interesting day today, but I feel like it's been a long time since we had this kind of cold. And it's only going to last for 2 days. I am one away from 149,000.4K. All right, Meg. That's nice. I am one away. 4K. Wow. Nice, Meg. Nice. Congratulations. I don't know what that really means. Is that followers? Is that money? Is that... What is that? Talk to me. Look at that wind blowing. Brutal. A brutal Saturday to wake up to. Nice and brutal. Wow. Burn it up. But the boys just love it. It's like paradise for them. What's going on, boys? You not cold? How the hell are you not cold? Look at them. I don't feel nothing. Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania. It's definitely brutal right now. It's going to get colder tonight. That's going to be fun. Dogs might be on their own. I had a hard enough time wanting to come out here right now. It's going to get a lot colder tonight. Cold tomorrow. Take it easy, boy. Take it easy. Justin, always cheating, going for the tail. Stop cheating, Justin. Don't go for the tail. You're in Ohio. Yeah, yeah. Ohio's not that far. I think it's about 5 hours to get into Ohio from where I am. I'm sure it is brutally cold. It's probably colder there than it is here. This is definitely we definitely had a good winter this winter. This is a pure winter. Been a long time since we had a pure winter though, which is good. It's always good, you know. I can't take my gloves off right now. So if I missed anybody, hi everybody. If I missed a comment, sorry. But it's just too crazy cold today. I don't know how it's amazing how God creates things, right? Look at these guys. Encourage more viewers to share. I'm not worried about sharing. The boys like these. You don't understand. When I play these videos back to the boys, they love it. They love analyzing themselves. It is so great to see them sit there and watch it on TV. Like they're very attentive to everything they did, the jumps they made. You know, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to actually watch them play, and then they watch themselves play, which is even cooler. You know, analyzing themselves. You know, I had a whole bunch of videos of me and the love of my life. I got to recover it off a computer that crashed. But now we understand why we record things. Even the dogs love watching themselves on TV, you know. It's a memory for them too, you know. They actually analyze everything. It's funny. Right after she passed, not long after she passed, every single video, little by little, something happened with the phone. I had a phone, just went dark, LG phone. Then I had the computer, keeps overheating. So now I gotta recover all that stuff. It's amazing. Look at these guys, loving the cold. I'm jealous. I'm Russian and I'm still freaking cold. Look at them. They don't feel a thing. As soon as I walked out the door, the cold burned right through every layer. I have 7 layers and the cold burned through it instantly. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, it was a rough one. I lost my brother. And then the day I was burying my brother, I lost the love of my life. So she got pneumonia the same week that he died. So it's pretty crazy. It was definitely a nutty couple of years, you know? It's definitely brutal out here. Whoa. It's been a long time since I felt this kind of cold around here. That is something. Yeah. It was a rough, I had, lost my mother, and I lost my best friend. So my friend told me he had cancer. He had worked at the World Trade Center, so he was like, removing the rubble and stuff. They told him, you don't need a mask. Everything's fine. And he ended up getting crazy cancers from that, which they still don't take care of those people. They still don't acknowledge that they died from it. And my mother got sick. I came up here to take care of her, and she passed away. By the time I got back, he was a shell of himself. I couldn't believe it. He wore him away instantly, which was crazy. And then he passed. Then I lost my brother, and then I lost my love of my life. It was definitely a rough spot, that's for sure. Pretty crazy. It's amazing how they still, a lot of people died after the World Trade Center and they don't acknowledge them. They're too greedy to take care of the people that work down there at ground zero. So many people were lost after the fact, you know. They should all be put on a plaque, you know, put their names on a plaque, you know. Especially since they told everybody, hey, you don't need no masks. Everything's good. The air's good. The air's clean. It's a shame. Boys, you want to go inside? It's cold out, man. Look at these guys. They're like, yeah, take your soft ass in your house. We'll stay out here. It's like he sits down in the snow just to show me up. It's like, what cold? Wow. And then the twigs. All you need is a twig, and the dogs are happy. Twigs and leaves. Yeah, they should all go on a plaque. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, Joel, they should all go on a plaque. Unfortunately, it's always about money. It's always about money in the end to these people. Hi, Shelly. No. Huskies have, so if you look at their legs, they have veins in their legs, right? So the veins that come up from the leg, bringing the blood back to the heart, actually wrap around the veins that come from the heart with the warm blood. So it actually warms their feet. Their feet are never cold. That's a superstition that doesn't exist. Now, if you have a Chihuahua, maybe that's different. But on most dogs, their veins are so tightly wrapped that they actually warm their feet. The warm blood coming out of the heart warms the cold blood and keeps their feet warm. And they have hair on their feet, so I don't usually groom them until the summer. But no, that's not true. That's a wise tale. The only reason you'll ever see booties on any dogs that are running is to keep their feet from being cut. So they don't put them on because they're cold. Look, salt is going to bother them. You don't want their feet cut. So if I really go on a really crazy hike, I put booties on them so their feet don't get cut. But it has nothing to do with whether they're cold or not. They don't feel nothing, you know? So it would have to be brutal for them to feel something on their paws, because they're designed for basically the most intense environment on this earth. They were born and bred for that. So trust me, they don't feel it. The cold is not something that bothers their feet. Yeah, Daisy. I had 3 small dogs before this. They all passed away. The last one passed away right before I got these guys. I had a fox terrier, I had a cavapoo, and I had a beagle terrier mix. So I had Skip, I had Princess, and I had Cookie. They are designed for the most extreme temperature, hot or cold. There is no temperature that bothers them. They have a dual layer for the winter, and they have a dual layer for the summer. That's why you should never shave a husky. So the husky itself, in the summer, they can have a 2-coat layer still in the summer to keep them cool. They are designed for the most extreme weather, hot or cold. So there is no uncomfortable weather for them. Nah, are you kidding me? They could sit out in 104 degrees. My dogs will sit in the yard and enjoy the sun, take in the sun. They don't even look for the shade. So they love the sun. I haven't taken them swimming yet, but all dogs swim. There isn't one dog that doesn't swim. So that's why we all learned how to doggy paddle. I'm from the winter solstice, not the summer pole. I'm from the That's good. Unplugged. That's good. Of course. Huskies can deal with any environment. There is no environment that's not good for them. Look it up. They have a special code for the summer. Huskies can live anywhere. There's no restrictions on where a husky could be. The only thing you have to understand is they're very independent dogs. And it takes patience and love to train them. They are very sensitive. So if you over punish them, they take that very personal. So you have to kind of set boundaries for them. They're not a dog that you can punish and they accept that. They get very personal when you go too hard on them. So you basically have to just set boundaries for them, and they learn. Yeah, of course. They're designed for the most extreme environment on the planet. Either way, hot or cold. No problem. 2004 Toyota Prius. Yeah. You have Huskies. You have Malamutes. I missed that one. It went too quick. Do I dare take my gloves off in this brutal cold? I'm still trying to recover some from frostbite when I was hunting. Let's see. Screen. Oh, thank you, Unplugged. Yeah, I'm always okay. Ain't nothing gonna break me. Yeah, it didn't really matter. It's for the Huskies. Hot or cold, they don't care. So if you see Jupiter black one, because I have the heat on, Justin kept his second coat. Jupiter just shed most of his second coat because it's actually too hot for them right now. So they really like the cold. So that winter coat, he decided to shed that second coat. So in the summer they have a totally different coat. Yes, Nancy, Huskies are great. Yeah, Mother Nature. Yeah, Nancy, they're the best. Nice, black and white, nice. They're intense. But look, it wasn't cold enough for him, so he just shed his second coat. So basically, even though it's hot inside the house, he just said, you know what, it's not cold enough outside. Not It's a little bit hot inside. I'm just going to shed that second coat. So on the back, you could see he still has some of the second coat, but most of it he got rid of. He just said, yeah, I don't want it. Justin lost some of it, but he kept most of it. He's starting to talk a lot now, which he never used to do. But they love to be on video, and I'm not even kidding you. Yeah, Unplugged. They want to be recorded, so they'll whine and cry now just to go out, so they can watch themselves later. So they'll actually watch themselves. Wow, it's brutal out right now. They actually watch themselves. Holy crap! It's definitely brutal out here. They love to watch themselves on TV later. And they know that if I go out, I'm going to pull out my phone, I'm going to record them, and they're going to love it because they're going to watch it later. Wow, that's crazy. All right. That's wow, that's brutal. It like turned into a blizzard out here for a second. Look at all that. That's intense. That is crazy. Look at them, it didn't even phase them. I'm broken. That blizzard that just passed through, it didn't even phase them. That is something else. That's why they're Huskies. So if you ever want a little calmer dog, that's the same as a Husky, you could get a Malamute. Malamutes are much easier to train. They listen. Huskies have a very independence in them, so they're very independent. I like the Huskies for that, because I like that independence in them. They're critical thinkers. They're Houdinis. They're always thinking. They're always trying to figure things out, and I like that about a Husky. But a Malamute is basically almost a Husky, just much more calmer and much more friendly. They're not as independent as a Husky. I don't know what that guess that means. I don't know what that means, unplugged. Wow. Holy crap. That is some brutal stuff out here today, right now. Boys, why doesn't that not affect you? What the hell are you, like super dogs? It is going through my gloves. It's going through everything. Wow. Let me put my other glove on before I lose a couple of fingers in this cold. That's crazy. That is some crazy stuff right now. It's been a long time since weather like this has been around here. I'll tell you that much, people. I went out hunting, and because I forgot what it's like to be cold because the winters have been so warm, I took like these tactical gloves. They're very thin, but I'm like, yeah, I'm going cold hunting, you know. And I got a little bit of frostbite on both of the top of my hands because it's so cold. And now, this is even colder than those days. I can't believe this right now. It is brutal. It's going to get colder tonight, which is crazy. Wow, I should have put my face shield on. I don't know how much longer it'll last. It is brutal. It is something else, people. Look at him. Doesn't even faze him. This guy's eating snow. These guys are eating snow while I'm freezing. Look at them. These crazy guys. It ran away to sound discharged. That's rough. Holy crap. That is intense. It is intense right now. Wow. I think I got ice on my face. Look at these guys. Why are you so warm? You want to go in? You want to go inside? You want to go inside? Smile on their faces. Brutal. I think I gotta go in. Look at this craziness right now. What the fuck? Holy shit. That is brutal. Alright, people. Do you want me to stay out here or you want me to go in? What do you think? Should I freeze out here? Because the boys love it? Yeah, it's crazy, Johnny. What do you want to do, boys? Do you want to go in or you want to stay out? Look at them. They're not even fazed by it. They're like, hey, screw you. We're nice and warm. You go back inside. That's just brutal. What do you think? Another 10 minutes and I'll head in? The brutality. It's going to get colder tonight, people. This is the warm part of the day. Oh, it's going to be fun later tonight. Boy, that is something. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. He sits down in it. Look at him. Yeah, you're a show-off, Justin. You're a real show-off. Look at these guys showing off. Yeah, we're going to go negatives. We're going in a -3 or 4 over here with a wind chill of like -19. It's going to get brutal over here. So, we're going into negatives tonight. That craziness. Oh, it's been a long time since it's been cold like this over here. I'm telling you right now. Look at that. Nutty, crazy wind. It is definitely, I am definitely suffering with you guys right now. It doesn't faze these guys. Look at these guys. It doesn't even faze them. People are like, put the Huskies indoors. They're like, who you kidding? So Huskies, you know, -44 and it's still warm. What are we doing, boys? You think you're gonna let me off the hook and we can go inside? What do you think? They're ignoring me. Yeah, tough it out, boy. It's nice and warm out here for us. That's when they ignore you. That Independence Street, they're just like, wow. It's cold. It's just burning right through my gloves, my clothes. That is intense. I should have worn my Arctic jacket. I got one inside, but I did not expect this. I'll be wearing that later. When I go hunting, I wear my Arctic jacket. Unreal. That's why I love Huskies, man. The heat doesn't bother them, the cold doesn't bother them. Pretty intense. Well, I didn't expect it to be this crazy out here today. Yeah, Jordan, I love Huskies too. I am an obstacle, and they're like, come on, man, it's not even cold. But I think I'm going in, people, because I am frozen. I think I'm hoping it's frozen. Gotta get some circulation in my hands. I got wool gloves on and burning right through them. Yeah, it's brutal, people. Alright, I'm heading in. Thanks for stopping by. Try and do one when it's really brutal cold out there later. Zeke. Thank you, Zeke. See you later.